Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. So I can be kind of a hypocrite at times. Can't we all? Let me explain. So, I think I told you in the last video that maybe I didn't. My Daewoo blew a head gasket. Not worth fixing it. I'm not, you have to pull half the damn engine apart just to get to it. Not work I'm willing to do. I'm just not getting that far into it. Evidently, if you've watched my videos, you know that I've had nothing but a nightmare with the car over the past year that I've owned it. So anyways, a friend of mine had bought another cheap car, and I drove it for 3/4 of a day, and that started to have problems, and it leaks coolant just like the other one, and it doesn't want to stay idling properly at a stoplight. Instead of flooding like the Daewoo was, this one is a little too lean. So I love doing DoorDash. I talk about it in majority of my videos. I'm not giving it up permanently, but I have decided that I'm throwing in the towel. And here's where my hypocritical part comes in. I speak a lot about letting go and letting God. And throughout all of the time that I've been dealing with everything, especially since my accident, my faith has never faltered in any way, shape, or form. But I was letting go, but I had it stuck in the back of my head that I still needed to help myself. That God wasn't going to help me and reward me unless I was helping myself. Well, when the car that my friend had purchased, he purchased it because I could use it until I could get a decent car of my own, and then that way it could be used as the family's spare car in case the kids or somebody else's cars broke, they could use it. So when it broke, I spiraled down the rabbit hole. That night, was not very happy about it. Spent a large majority of the next day in bed, not knowing what I was going to do. Conversing with the man upstairs on and off throughout the day. And I came to the conclusion that I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. So I cleaned my stuff out of the new car, and I gave my friend the key back and thanked him for the help. And when he asked what I was doing, I said, I'm done dealing with the headache. I'm not doing it anymore. It's too much stress, and it's keeping me too trapped. So I talk a lot about letting go and letting God. And I was letting go of a lot of things. But I couldn't let go. I was so hell-bent on, I have to pay my bills, I have to take care of this, I have to do this, I have to whatever. And I didn't want to give up DoorDash. And the truth was, that's probably what was holding me back. Because I said, I'm done. So I called my insurance and had them cancel the policy. They'll hold it for 6 months. So if I get another car in 6 months, then I don't have to start over with insurance. But that doesn't matter. Called a junkyard and sold my car, my Daewoo. Was sad to see it go, but it's a headache I don't have to deal with. So with the money today, I attempted to put it into my account, but my account is overdrawn. And when I went, because that account is not here in the state, it's at a credit union back in Wisconsin. When I went to do the mobile check, to deposit that check, it wouldn't let me because I'm overdrawn. Why wouldn't you let me do a mobile, or why wouldn't you let me do the mobile check? Because the truth is, that would cover all the expenses. All of everything that has been there was going to get paid. And I still would have had a few bucks extra to be able to survive on for the next couple days. Well, okay, that's fine. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to cash this check. So I walked, there's Safeway not far from me. So I walked over there. They got a bank in there. So I signed up for a new checking account, which I needed anyways, because if I get my settlement, I need to put some money in one account and some in the other account. I don't necessarily need everything in one account. Anyways, so I stopped while I set up the checking account. I stopped and I got some stuff for lunch and some oranges because I'm so addicted to oranges. I love my oranges and I haven't had them for a while. And then I had to go. I got hard dog food for the dogs, but they get a can of soft food for dinner at night, and I didn't have any. So, okay. And my big dog, she's allergic to, she can't have anything with grains. She breaks out in hives, and then she scratches them, and then there's blood, and it's a nasty mess. So I got, the Safeway has one can of soft food that is grain free, but the last time that I bought it, when I was stuck here waiting for my part, she ended up getting sick. She got diarrhea and got sick from it. So I had to go to Walmart, which is 1.8 miles from where I'm staying. So I hiked my 52-year-old butt down to Walmart, 1.8 miles away. Got there, shopped for the things that I needed, was going to buy a backpack, and then realized that it was $35 for a backpack. I was like, yeah, no, I can't spend that kind of money. One, I don't have the debit card for the new account. And I didn't have a lot of cash on me, just enough cash to be able to get what I needed and then come back home. So there was no backpack, which would have made it much easier to walk home with the stuff that I had to buy. I tried to keep it as light as possible. I did 3 bags. And one of them was bread, so it wasn't that bad. But after doing that, I had to walk back the 1.8 miles. So I got an almost, well, if you include walking to the Safeway and around the Walmart, I probably got a good 4 miles in today. And I'm beginning to realize I'm a bit out of shape, so this might not be a bad idea not having a car. So in the meantime, I have made arrangements with creditors on how to buy myself some time, and I have found some other things that I can do in the meantime that is within walking distance of where I'm at. So I'm going to tell you right now, starting over, like from scratch, I'm good at doing it. And I'm good at doing it for one reason, because I know from my history that every time I have to start over, that once I get back up, I'm better than I was before. So starting over isn't like depressing and sad for me. It's I spent the whole day, I felt very productive. I got in exercise, and I'm extremely excited for this new adventure. But let go and let God is, I don't know how I'm going to survive, but you're just going to have to provide for me and tell me what to do. And he has. Since I decided to, it's been 2 days now that I haven't had a car. Sunday night it broke. I haven't had a car since then. So I got some other things lined up. A lot of it's just part-time here or there. So I'll figure it out. But I'm letting go and I'm letting God. he wants me to have a car. He's going to help me figure that out as I go. Which is why I've been a hypocrite, because I tell you guys to let go and let God. And I do. I let go and I let God on pretty much everything else. That was one thing that I couldn't let go of. I just had this incessant need to get the car running and good so I could go out, because I loved doing DoorDash. And I'll go back to it. I know that I will, because I like doing it. And because it allows me to be able to travel and enjoy my lifestyle with the RV that I enjoy having. Haven't been able to do that much since the accident, because I've been, trying to get myself out of the hole and get a dependable car. I could have traveled this year, but that car wasn't very dependable. And when I go visit my family in Wisconsin, I've got a 45-minute commute to a city. And when I'm by my dad's, I got a 45-minute to an hour and 10-minute commute. So that car was not dependable enough for me to take it to go be able to work and survive. So that's kind of why I wasn't able to head out this summer. I just decided I'm giving it up. I'm done. I'm not dealing with it. I'm tired of it. And that's okay. We're just gonna survive. I'm letting go and letting God 100%. He's gonna provide for me. So far, so good. He's helped with what I've needed, so I'm sure that he'll take care of the rest of it. But I just wanted to share that with you, that letting go and letting God. See, my mother, and I've shared with you before that my mother got into religion after she was still kind of a weekend alcoholic when we were at church, but she kind of hid it from everybody at church. Anyways, sorry, my allergies are horrible from being outside doing all that walking today. Anyways, so she had it, and this comes back to the whole preconceived, things that we have, the preconditioning. And she had it in my head that God doesn't help those who don't help themselves. And that is true, but there are some times where you can't help yourself, and that's acceptable. And I think that I was holding on too much to that preconceived, that preconditioned notion that I needed to help myself out and not just let God do it. So after the crazy night Sunday and my little meltdown down the rabbit hole, I decided that I'm done. Monday I said, I'm letting go and letting God. It's in your hands. Guide me. I'll do whatever you want. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. I want, like I've said in other videos, I want to be as real and as authentic as I can with you. I want you to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, so you can see that growth is not always a good thing. And I don't believe that we ever get to the point where we are 100% healed, but we have to keep moving forward. And when you're on your walk with Him, sometimes moving forward is giving up things that you don't want, but you don't know that it doesn't necessarily mean that they're permanent. It could just be temporary. Just trust Him. Let go and let God. Trust Him. Sometimes He has to put you on a temporary hold with a situation or something, so then He can get you going along. And who knows? Maybe my being out and working so many hours and not being here or near here, maybe that was going to prevent me from running into somebody or something, or meeting somebody that I need to meet that's going to help guide me down my path somewhere. I don't know what's ahead. I don't need to know. I know that he's up there, and I have not felt this excited about an adventure in a while. Fear, no, there's really not any fear or doubt. It's he knows what I need. He's going to be there. So come on, come walk with me. Come follow my journey of learning to let go and let God on everything. Because he's going to guide me. That's why he gave me discernment and clarity. That's why he'll give it to you too if you don't already have it. And if you do already have it and you're a little farther than me, come on, I could use some advice. Anyways, guys, I'll let you go with that. Have a great night. I'll be back in a day or two because I'll have the time now and I'm not as stressed. Anyways, guys, have a good night. Love you. Bye.